Okay. So funny. Okay. You're so cute. Okay. All right. We are ready to go. All right. The time is yours, Kimberly. Go for it.
Well, good morning, everybody. I am so excited about getting this year wrapped up into something, an amazing gift for us. That's what we're going to do is like, we're going to wrap up this year really beautifully and then really prepare for 2026. So everybody should have like a little tagline on what they want to say as far as, what's your little like logo saying or slogan or something like that. And so mine is, and if you like it, please use it. If you don't like it, don't tell me. But it is to be happy, healthy, fit, and rich in 2026. I don't know if anybody does like it though, it'd be nice. But I think it's really fun to think about what your priorities are in your life. Oh, good, thank you. I got some hearts. So to be healthy and happy, help other people be abundantly successful, and to be able to pass it on. I think this is the best gift we can give anybody all year long, every single day. And with the five love languages, I think my favorite one is gift. So I love to give things away, and this is why I truly love what we're doing. So let's get back to a vision board. Okay, so you have to have some kind of a game plan for your future. And a lot of times I think a lot of people are already familiar with vision boards, dream boards, and things like that, journaling, something like that. But you have to write something down, visualize it, and say it. So those are the three things that I think are so key in helping you get focused and helping you drive your activity toward your goals. So we're going to have a few different people share this morning. I'm really excited because you can't just be successful on your own. You need a team. And all of you here and all of our other team members who aren't even on the call, they are part of our present, part of our package, and our posse. So you can't. So sometimes, when we're thinking about, okay, I want to make $1 million a year. Am I the only one that wants to make $1 million a year? Is there anybody else? Okay. Yes, yes. So why not? Let's think big. Because one of the things that I have found is that if you think too small, you're going to get it. And then what? All right. So we're going to talk about the difference between having a regular dream board or vision board and a feng shui aligned vision board. This is the thing. All the energy is so important around you. Who your inner circle is, who you surround yourself with, what do your surroundings look like, and even on your person, are you dressed for success? Are you dressed to attract other people? So anyhow, and the words that you speak. So we're going to get down to the feng shui way of your vision board in a quick second. But right now, I'm going to say that what we all need to do is be positive in every word we ever say, because words resonate. They have energy. They vibrate. Everything is vibration. And so for the next, don't ever tell yourself, first of all, that I am not good at anything. Don't say, oh, I'm not good at math, or I'm not good at this, or I'm not good at whatever. You're good at it all, because you guys here right now, we are the leaders. We're the foundation of three. We are the core inner circle of three. So you are the best because you are here. And just say, I'm the best. You're the best at something. Start making a list of whatever you're good at and just focus on that and improve along the way. Okay, so it's not just a bunch of pretty pictures. It's your visual path it's like your movie storyboard. Like some of my favorite movies during Christmas time are It's a Wonderful Life and The Bishop's Wife and things like that. And so it is truly such a wonderful life. So you're like in all of the movies, and I think maybe because I'm with Bobby a little bit now, so I'm looking at the movie industry and all of that. Is like you have to kind of place your visual storyboard like your movie. This is your movie. You're the author, you're the director, you're the designer, you're the star of your own movie. So think about putting it in pictures. And then as far as and also you have to be grateful. This was something that was that I learned while I was in my other platform. Be grateful for where you are, even if you're not in the position that you want to be in right now, or the home, or the love life, or whatever it is. But be so grateful that you are alive, you're breathing, you're thinking, you're here with us, that we're all together, because this is just the beginning. All right, so be grateful for what you have, and then the other thing, let it go. Let go all past whatever that you didn't do something right, didn't make it right. You don't like this person, that person, the situation. Who cares? Forget about it. It is over and done with. You can't look back and run forward at the same time. So just let it go. That's another one of my favorite songs, Let It Go by, I don't know who sings that anymore, but it was just really fantastic. I think it was Frozen or something. All right. And then, and give constant thanks to what is happening. Thank you for bringing the leaders that I need to meet today. Thank you for having us win that trip to Turks and Caicos in a double suite, or the extreme fourth category, which is to have your airfare and a VIP dinner and all of that. Thank you, God, for that coming into my life, and the right people who are like-minded, think like me, and want more out of their life. All right, so be grateful, thankful for what's coming, and let other things go. So your vision board really truly starts reprogramming your subconscious. It's like when all of the energies are aligned, like your affirmations, start writing down who you are. This is really key too, because it's not how you feel, it's like who you're becoming and what are you creating. And so write down your powerful statement about yourself. There's going to be 3 words. The first word is your power word. Wait, I'm going to find this. It's your power word, and that would be like I'm vibrant, or just like who you are claiming to become. That's your power word. Then you need a word that is an action word. And then your third word, so just pick 3 words, like I am magnetic, leader, great speaker, great trainer. I love doing these training sessions, and I'm great at it. And I'm collecting the best people in the world, to me, to build a legacy business. So it's kind of like 3 words: who you claim to be, your action word, and where you are going and what you are building. I can send something out in a chat, on the chat later. Okay, so decide what you truly want. And also, not just like, all right, I want to be a millionaire, because it might take a little time. Think about what you want to do in quarters, and then narrow it all down to different weeks, and especially by Sunday. We have our 20% discount on by Sunday. So have a smaller goal, but really focus, like laser focus on that one thing. How many people are you going to bring into the team? What is your volume going to be? Have a set mind for what you want your check to be, because we are talking about building a business, and you have to set money goals. You also have to set, like numbers goals of people that you want to have. And also, I think I know I do not think, I know without a shadow of a doubt that the people that you want to have in your company, in your business, this is your organization, are ones that can help you perpetuate this business, because you can't recruit 1,000 people at once. So you have to have 10 or 15 other people that see that vision and have the same one. And so everybody recruits and builds in 10 people, then you're going to hit your numbers. So it's just power in numbers. That's the most important thing. What does your success look like? And what is your lifestyle look like? I was just on the other Zoom with Christine, and she was talking about her life on Fisher Island. Oh my goodness, glamorous. But then I also love her mountain California luxury retreat home too. It's just like all the best homes. And then in Atlanta, it was the mansion and country club of the South. Like, I just want to live like Christine, I think, my entire life. So everybody, or pick your person, who do you want to emulate and who do you want to be like? And also, I'm sorry, Christine, I am going to say this because she is just so nice to everybody. Oh yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, let's go. And it's just amazing. And I'm always thinking like, okay, watch what you're wearing on this thing, smile, don't have that resting beef face on the Zooms. Keep your hands so they're visible or not doing weird things on your face. So I'm looking at too many little critical things, but I love the way Christine embraces everybody. So that's something I'm learning this year. Embrace everyone. Everybody's got some, little interesting things, but that's what makes it funny. And we have good stories afterwards. All right. So anyhow, clarity. It's so important to be clear on what you want, who you want. Like, I've always made a list of the different types of people that I want in my business. I wanted, like a doctor, medical person. I got Nancy, which was really such a gift. Nancy, I said, I have to have a medical person who's fun and beautiful. And it's Nancy. And it's just like, thank you, CP. And then there's other things like, all right, we need to have somebody who's kind of like flamboyant and kind of showy, and somebody who attracts people, and somebody who's just like fun, everybody loves. Bobby came into the picture, from another friend of mine called me and said, hey, I have somebody that you might like or might be interested for your business. You might like it. And then there's Bobby. And so now, just make a category of all the different types of people that have certain circles of influence that can help you build. It's just not like a onesies or twosies or something like that. That's fine too. That's great. But when you're thinking about where do I want to be next year at this time, think about increasing it by 1,000 or maybe 2,000 or 5,000. Like, when you are mixing it up and getting into different categories and groups of people, they will all bring in their groups. I mean, like their inner circles. Okay. So your vision board will keep you focused on a daily basis. Keep it someplace where you can see it. Take a photo of it. Keep it on your phone. Even make little business cards with the images if you want. And keep it in your pocket. Maybe make a postcard shape, put it in some different like frames around your house or different things like that. Put it on your, I would say put it on your TV. So every time you want to turn on the TV, there's your goals. It's like, all right, 1 hour less of TV a day gives you 365 hours. That's like 2 months. What do you think you could, heck, wouldn't you rather watch your own story being told on like Greatest Networkers instead of watching something else on TV? Yes, you would. All right. So clarity, and it keeps you focused when things get noisy, because we all have noise in our lives, distractions, doubts, daily responsibilities. It all kind of blurs our focus. So you have to have this vision board in front of you at all times. It's your anchor. It's like your lighthouse when the weather gets bad. It points you in the right direction and just get recentered, recalculate. All right. So I'm not going to go into the science, but it really truly does activate the RAS, reticular activating system. And you could go into all the science. You could do your own research on all of that too. But it's just really fascinating how when you're thinking, saying, and writing things down, it it comes true. You're going to hear some great stories from people who have had those experiences. And I've had multiple experiences like that every single time, every day in my life. I say, I want this. And it comes up. You just have to really speak about something bigger than like, I don't know, something small. Just think big and expect big things. Don't be shy about it. It's an infinite universe out here, and it will be delivered. If you feel it, say it, want it badly enough, and you take the action, because you can't just sit around and think about it. Like sit around and think about it for about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? And then go make a phone call. All right. So anyway, it activates your reticular activating system, and it truly does boost you on others, days when you're tired. Oh yes, and then this is so cool. You have to have some color in your life. I wear a lot of black, a lot of white. And good, that's nice. It's like clouded white, I think, or something is the new Pantone color. So that's good. But when you have like red or orange or yellow and purple, these colors are just in green. These colors are really vibrant. They attract other people. It makes you excited, isn't it? Happier, aren't you happier when you put on something red or something purple and you're like, wow, not too bad, instead of just something boring. So anyhow, I just really think that when you spice it up, your life gets spicier too. So do your vision board in color. And also, I think it's really important is like, I'm going to send out this thing, which if I can do this in a chat, it's a little chart. I don't know. No, I'm going to ask Kyle to do it. Send out that chart, Kyle. And it's
Okay, hold
like
on.
the, well, okay. But anyhow, just when you look at this chart, you could devise any kind of a chart, but it kind of looks like the grid in our back office. There's like 3, 6, 9 categories. And these are the categories you really need to you need to focus on. Let's see. All right. Well, let's see. I know I had it here. Oh, yeah, yeah. Here it is. Here it is. Good. Okay. Did you put that thing out? Not yet.
Yes, I need to copy and paste
Oh,
it.
here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. So the very first category is wealth and abundance, prosperity, success, and opportunities. Purple is the color, deep greens sparkle with gold, fame and recognition, red, orange. It's these powerful words. You have to write these words down too. Find your words for fame and recognition, visible, confident, your reputation, all of these things. Love and relationships, pinks and whites and romance, partners, harmony, things like this. But when you're actually writing it and I think the digital boards are good too. I think they're great. Write over that a little bit. Feel it. All right. And then family is another section that is so key because your family is so important. I mean, what would you do without your personal family and without your 3 family? Family is so important. So just, keep your family, improve the relationships in your family. Health, vitality, and balance. Green is a good color for that. Creativity and children, light colors, new beginnings, ideas. Another section is the knowledge and spiritual growth. Always be learning, always. Some of my best times were in between moves and I didn't have my TV hooked up. I read books like crazy. And I would say, have your hour of power. We do 1 hour of power here. We have Christine on board on the Black Crow huddle and then the mastermind. But then the other thing is like, say, 20 minutes of directed thought, prayers, meditation, workout for 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes of like, I don't know, exercise and thinking about, where you're going to go and action. All right, no, wait, that's wrong. But anyway, there is some action, but you really need to take the action for about 2 hours, 2 solid hours every single day. I think we could all do that without getting distracted. Okay, so career and purpose and direction is so key. And, start like just kind of break that down into like different sections because it's good to have your big dreams and your vision board, place in Tuscany, maybe someplace in Hawaii, and all, maybe you want a plane like Caroline or something like that. But whatever it is, or a mountain retreat, but also have your daily goals and just keeps making it smaller to your increments on a daily basis, and have your power partners. And your power partners need to be somebody who is on above you. They could be your colleagues, I think, too. But I think sometimes if there's somebody who you're aspiring to be more in their position, that's a better power partner because, they're not going to say, oh, yeah, I had a bad day. Me too. Okay, what's on Netflix? You need somebody who's got to give you a little bit of tough love. Like, wait a minute, forget about it. You only met one new person today. Let's take another hour and call 10 more people. And then helpful people, travel, and mentors. Christine, Adrian, and George, are you kidding me? We could not pay enough money to see them. If they were on some speaking circuit or something like that, they would be way better than like Tony Robbins and all the rest of them because they built it. They built the thing that we're trying to build. It's not just a lot of, powerful energy talk and activities. It's like, this is what I've shown. Well, Tony Robbins built a lot, but still the most important. Oh my gosh, I've talked way too long. All right, I have got to be quiet. So please, let's introduce Janelle, you should have told me to stop talking. All
Oh
right,
no.
so Irene, if you could say a few words, show us your vision board, and then Janelle and Carmen, you're going to get your 3 or 5 minutes. And Christine, please share.
Okay, so thank you,
Oh, wait.
thank
I,
you, Chris. Oh,
I think Irene was going to be
oh,
first really
I
quick.
thought you
That's
said
okay.
Janelle.
That's
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I apologize.
oh
No
no, that's
worries.
okay.
I like that you jumped in.
Well, I just wanted to share, Kimberly, my own experience with a vision board, writing things down. I have this little black notebook that I've had since 2005. Um, I brought it with me to leadership when we were with Mary Kay, 2005. Ever since then, I've carried this little notebook with me everywhere I went so I could go back and reflect. And one day at leadership, we were taught to write down our thoughts, our goals, and dreams. In 2005, do you know in 2011, when my husband and I moved to Guam, we rented a condo on the beach, full panoramic ocean view. Everything, and it was fully furnished. It was beautiful. Everything that I had written down in this little book, my little journal, it was sitting right there in that condo. And I didn't realize it until I was sitting on the balcony looking at the beach. I'm like, I had a deja vu moment. I'm like, wait a minute, I've had this scene before. I'm like, oh my God, I wrote it in this book. This journal has helped me because when my dad died in 2010, which was the reason why we moved to Guam for 5 years, I always reflected back at this. This was a savior to me. So, anyways, going back, not only so I wrote it down, I kept reflecting on it. I said, someday I'm going to be in that condo on the beach, beautiful panoramic ocean view. So I witnessed my own manifestation from my journaling. And then again in 2020, a lot of the stuff that's in here is in my home today too. So can you believe that? I mean, it's just a matter of really, truly, you have to not just write it down, but it helps our subconscious to to manifest the things that we want in life. And there's so much more that I've journaled that I don't want to take up too much time because I want the other ladies to share too. But there were moments that I doubted myself, moments when I felt like nothing was changing, but every time I opened it up, I reminded myself of who I wanted to become. Every time I revisited those goals, I was telling the universe, I'm not giving up on this. And that's a key, the art of not giving up. That daily commitment in those quiet moments when no one was watching became the foundation for everything I have today so far. And now that I've created my 2026 vision board, which I'll share when I'm done talking, I approach it with the same heart. I look at it several times a day because I learned when I was in Mary Kay, Christine always said, if you look at your vision, your goals 7 times a day, it will come true. So I know that what we constantly see, what we start to believe, and what we believe, we begin to create. I journal daily because it keeps me aligned, grounded, and connected to the version of myself that I'm growing into. And if there's one thing that my journey has taught me, it's this: your vision is powerful. Your words are powerful, just like Kimberly shared. And your belief, especially on the days when it feels hardest, it's the force that brings your future into the present. So keep showing up for your dreams, keep writing them down, seeing them, speaking them, because the vision you honor every day is the vision that eventually becomes your life. And I'm seeing it unfold through three because of Christine, George, Adrian, Kimberly, Kim Wee, Samson Lee, and Daniel Pico. What a blessing this is. I'm done.
Excellent. Yay. So good. And this is why I asked Irene and Janelle and Carmen to be on. There's so many other people too, because I know they're going to be the next three, four, I mean, 4 stars and speaking and everything else. Carmen, you have time to talk. Don't worry. And Janelle, do you want to talk really quickly?
Yes, absolutely. So thank you, Kimberly, for asking me to do this because I had a vision board 6 months ago and I actually had to throw it out because of the mold toxicity. And so I didn't create a new one. So this actually made me create a new one and I realized I need to get to work. But anyway, I'm old school here. So here's my vision board back here. But let me just share with you why I know this works. And I know, Kimberly, you wanted me to share what's come true.
Yeah.
Yes, I can tell you. So I had pics of in my old company of Cadillacs, and I would look at that every day. And I drove a Geo Metro convertible, like a Flintstone car, and that car had got broken into, and they cut the top, and it was a $500 deductible. I didn't have $500, so I duct taped it up, fishing lined it, and I would drive that car. And when it would rain, I would put garbage bags on the seat. So I worked so hard because when the pain of remaining the same is greater than the pain of change, you're going to change. And I was tired of getting rained on. And I would look at that car every day. And I earned my car in like 2 months. So I know when you look at things, it happens. I also, in Mary Kay, to do the million, I had to hit 136 wholesale, which is 272,000 retail. And my husband's like, Janelle, do not be disappointed because this is unrealistic. You're not going to hit that. You've never even hit 70,000. And I'm telling you, I had that everywhere in the house. I had it on signs. I had it on my bedroom ceiling. My husband's like, really? Bathroom door, my car dashboard, fridge. I had it everywhere. And guess what? We hit it. I can also tell you. Oh, another thing too, Kimberly. When I'm done, like tell me because I'm not keeping track of time. Okay. In vitro, I did in vitro because I had I could not, unexplained infertility. It was $30,000 each for in vitro because it's not covered by insurance. So I had pics of my 3 kids, $30,000 cash that I would visit every day and I would dream of having children. And guess what? I saved and earned to have those children. And then last story, because I think I'm running out of time. We lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I had a pic of a house that I wanted on the golf course. And my husband, I told him, we're going to be able to live in this house. And he said, no, Janelle, we can't live in a nicer house than my parents. And I'm like, what? And I would go and I would visit that lot and I would stand in the backyard and look at the golf course and just feel it and dream of what my backyard wanted to be. Guess what? We were the second house on that street. So I know this works. I know it works. Last thing is I have 2 checks written. One for $50,000 that I'm going to cash with the date on it. And then I have another check for 1.4 million. And I'm going to cash that check one day. And I have a date on it. And I'll tell you, just to close, this industry has changed my life. And if it wasn't for this industry, I wouldn't even have children. So I know these vision boards work.
Oh, thank you so much, Janelle. Oh my gosh. And Irene, God, I know this changes lives. Just remember that every day. Oh, thank you. Carmen,
Yeah, I'll make
are you
mine
with
really quick. I
us?
mean, how do you follow up on such incredible vision from from you
Oh, I
guys?
meant Carmen Hernandez. I'm sorry,
Oh,
sweetheart.
sorry. Good.
But I would love to have you say something too
No,
after
I'm
Carmen
good. I'm good. I
Hernandez.
want to hear from Carmen Hernandez. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. And I'm going to share one idea that worked for me. Visualization is so important. And when I was creating my national area in Mary Kay, I learned from one that was a national already, a great idea, and I implemented. And as you can see, the ideas already that everyone shared, the vision boards, I'm old school. I have to have things written down and I have to see them. So I can't hide them into my phone because that won't work for me. But one idea that I implemented when I was learning that helped create my national area is to put everyone on the same page with it because nothing big, you can't accomplish anything big by yourself. So what helped is the way the goals that everybody's been talking about, and I'm going to probably add 1 or 2, is we did them in this order and we did them on a vision board like Janelle just showed, a big one, but one is focus folder and it was just a plain file folder. And you can get it in any color you want, whatever to call your attention. And on this folder, we would carry it. You could fold it, just put it with you and carry it with you 24/7 because the big poster board, you can't carry that with you. And the way I learned how to align the goals were in the following. There's 6 of them. Is number 1 is your faith, God first, your faith on there. And you can put pictures or whatever you want or write things just like you do on the vision board, big one. The second one is your personal reason, your reason why, your personal, intimate reason, not for my husband, for my kids, or for anyone else. It's your own personal reason. Why do you want what you want? Why do you want to accomplish it? So that has to be written on here. Number 3 is there's where your family comes in. What is your family goal? Is it take them on vacation or school, whatever it is, depending on where you are at life now? Number 4 is your health. because we know health is wealth. And without your health, you're not going to be able to go out and do everything that you want to do. I know I struggle with a little bit now at this point of life with chronic fatigueness. And sometimes it doesn't allow me to do what I want to do because I know that I'm a go-getter, but we have issues and you have to learn to deal with them and run your own race depending on where you're at in life already. I already ran that big race in becoming a national. So now I want to run the race, but I have to take in consideration what health issues that I have. I know people look at me, then you think that nothing's wrong with me, but everybody has something on there, but you either can deal with it or you learn to deal with it or you're finding a solution for it. Number five, this is where your personal goal comes in. Your personal goal will never be your first goal. Because if we don't have alignment and we don't have balance in our life, the things aren't going to happen how you want them to happen. So number five is your professional goal. Where do you want, what do you want to accomplish? Where do you want to get to? And number six will be then your finance goal. What money, like Janelle just showed these checks. So what are your financial goals on there? Do you have your 3 to 6 months emergency fund that you don't touch, put away? Do you have, whatever other goals that you have that's going to be number six. So that's how I align them. And that's how I taught my people to carry their focus folder. And I'd always check, especially when we did leadership special trainings. Okay, they'd have to come in and they'd have to have their focus folder with them because then you knew where they were, how serious they were in life with it. And as I said, visualization is so important. So those are the six goals of how I learned to put them in perspective in my life so that they can accomplish. And yes, gratitude. I'm still grateful for everything that we have. And visualization is so powerful because when I was in Mary Kay and I was just a new director. One of the nationals had just built her home, and her home happened to be the biggest one in that new community. And people would come by and they'd be delivering things, and they would say, wow, what does your husband do? So they don't even add, they just assume that it's the husband doing it. And she says, no, it's not the husband, it's Mary Kay. And a lot of people were amazed. And now we could say, no, now it's three international with goals that we're going to continue to do. But that national put a challenge out. So if you wanted to go see her home. And of course, I wasn't in her area, but the way she handled it so that everybody wasn't there charging into her home, she put a challenge out. And I won that challenge, and because I wanted to go see her brand new home, because that was all the time when I'm on my bucket list, on my dream list, to have a big home. I would visualize it, I'd see it in the movies, TV. So that's why I say visualization is so important. So when I went to her home, it was beautiful. And she's, as you can see, the cabinets behind me, they're dark, and that's how they were in her home as well, that dark cherry wood wood all in her kitchen and that, and I just fell in love with it. And I said, one day I'm going to have, I don't know which day, but I'm going to have a big home. And thank you, God, that that came true. And I live now for myself, I live in a 4-bedroom, 4-level home. A lot to do to keep up with, but it was one of my dreams. And I still, managed to, I thought people say downsize, but it took a lot to get here. So I still want to savor it and enjoy. Other two goals, and there's many more, as everyone says, but visualization is so important. I always used to see on TV at the Vatican when people were all out there watching the Pope and hearing the Pope. And I said, one day and I don't like being in crowds, but I said, I won't mind being in that crowd one day. And that has come true already 2 times. 2 times it has come true where I've been to the Vatican, but I happened to be in the crowd. And one of those two was when the Pope was there. Also doing mass. So visualization is just so important. Another one that was on my list was sitting down at a cafe in Paris and having coffee. And I said, one day I'm going to be sitting down in a Paris cafe. And that came true too already once. I want it to happen again, but it's just never give up on whatever it is comes into your mind, because if it comes into your mind, it'll get deposited into your heart, and you just have to continue to hold on. And that's how I created with that, the way I did the vision, the focus folder. That's how I created my national area. So I taught and trained that, and I continue to do so. And that's how, one of the things that helped me, besides everything else, how you want to put it, but I'm old school. I have to have everything written and shown in front of me and with pictures, because I'm a big visualization. I have to see the things on there, because just remember the statistics. Only 1% write their goals down or actually will do a vision board. 3% just keep them in their head, or maybe keep it in the phone, but you don't see it. 67% are just daydreaming about everything or what's happening or what's not happening. And then 29% don't have goals. And and everybody else is just there, just wondering what happened instead of making things happen. So those are just tips, but the focus folder helped me a lot and helped me create a huge area, big area, successful area with all Latino women that didn't speak any English. So that's what I have to share for you of how it worked for me.
Thank you so much, Carmen. You took the ball over the goal line. That is perfect, perfect, perfect. I knew you would do such an amazing job because you're an amazing, successful entrepreneur. Thank you so much for sharing. I loved it. All right, Christine, final words of wisdom. Oh, wait, we need your mic
Yeah.
turned on.
I think that I don't think I have to say anything. They've heard me a million times, but I think all of them, I'm so proud of all these leaders. I think they said it all. So I'll talk another time, but this was so fantastic. I mean, I think Carmen, Irene, Janelle said it all, and you did an amazing job. Just dream big and go into action. Success is a mind game. That's all I can tell you. Success is a mind game. What you think about, you're going to bring about. And you heard all the little things that they did. They wrote it down, they did all of that. And it really does work. It really does work. So just thank you, Kimberly. Amazing training and putting that together.
Well, thank you for shopping at the Amico building when we met.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Isn't that true? Uh, so I know it's 15 after, so I will talk some other time because I just don't want to take it
Okay,
away from everybody
I
did a
know.
great job.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, everybody. And your dreams deserve a home. So, anyway, thank you all. I really appreciate you and love you. And George, Adrian,
Yeah, thank you so much, Kimberly. That was
Amazing.
so fun and exciting. I absolutely loved it. So many great shares. And I was saying too, I loved how when Carmen was expressing her goals and her desires, they all were very visual. Like it wasn't just like go to Paris. It was like I'm going to be sipping coffee in
Yeah.
Paris. I don't want. I heard that.
yes.
I heard it, and I think that's another key indicator of
Yeah.
no, you're going to
Yeah.
achieve that goal because it's visceral to you.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was just beautiful. But everybody, Janelle, my gosh, it got me all emotional. I mean, it really was super amazing and beautiful. And Irene, you're just so eloquent. So thank you guys for sharing and it was just really beautiful today. So thank you guys so much. All right.
And
Just
wait, can I just say one last thing? Because
yes.
this is one of the reasons I picked some of these girls here too, these wonderful leaders, not just girls, but because I know we're all going to be 6 stars on a 6 star trip. And so I collect the people along the way. So it's like we are going together. You never leave your sister behind, or brother. And so I just know these ladies and everybody here, we are all destined for greatness. 6 star trip is ours. Thank you very much. And I'm out.
Kimberly, you did a fantastic job. All of your goals, setting up your goals in feng shui too. I just loved all of it, every single tip that you guys shared. So I'm happy to share this. So this recording will be out. It'll be up on the YouTube channel later. I wanted to say tomorrow I am doing a new presentation with the comp plan updates. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow night on this same Zoom line. So if you have guests that you'd like to invite on and see how I'm going to present that, you're welcome to, although there's not much change, but it will be an updated presentation. And then tomorrow will be yeah, it's going to be great. So we've got a great weekend shoring up. So yeah, lots of fun stuff going on. Make sure you guys get to all your local events and anything else. Is there anything else anyone would like to share? No? There were some updates in the back office. If you didn't check, I would definitely log into your back office and check. There was some notification sent out by Daniel Picu, which was really beautiful and lovely, sharing a little bit about the updates on the comp plan. So make sure you guys read that. And that's it. All right, you guys. Nobody's told you they loved you yet today. We love you. Have a great day. Okay? We'll see ya. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.